Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Denver. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. So the Broncos come out, and, Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Uncaught the Von Vele. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And it'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Left side, that's complete, it's Sutton.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. That is Omar Norman Lott there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Waste of time.
throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Fourth down.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And good blocking up front. He's paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
A first down throw for Nix. Intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the half. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Steal it forward for maybe a yard. Nick Benito there for the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And he'll take this one in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Chiefs 0. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 7.
So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. And they've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Once again, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, 1st down and more. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Back to throw is Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 12 yards.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Motion.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a run. And he will power his way into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chiefs 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. They go play action with Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long for Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. It's second down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's third and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down as they get 5 on third and 2.
What a luxury, my friend. I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand him the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
To him on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will score again. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will take a 21-7 lead.
To kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean,
that is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Broncos 21, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing, Nix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Now he'll air one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them. And we'll bring up third down.
And 6 yards to
Really
go.
nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Captain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hold on a second. Hey, huddle. Check it out, me. Away. Bombers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Second and 10. Now a stretch play. Running right, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long.
Captain.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The catch made there by Sutton. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Bombers.
Big snap on first and 10. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Hold on a second. Get in. Away. Motion.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He's got a receiver. That's Pat Bryant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Pacheco. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. A 9-yard pickup. It's
second and inches.
At the 45-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Captain. Go.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running backs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down, they need 5.
Bombers.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second down. Knicks. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First down throw for Knicks. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, here's Knicks. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He's inside the 30. brings it inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
Yellow.
Pacheco. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. They'll run with Pacheco, and he will score. Game on. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain. And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Once again, it's Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, Mahomes. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5.
Second down at the 41. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. Open man downfield, it's Franklin. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Gain of 28 yards.
They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
When you think back to the 1st half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And the Broncos are going to be set up with 1st and goal. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field.
Play is under review.
At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the 1st of their 3 timeouts for the half. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will go up by 7.
Next to score, Broncos 31, Chiefs 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Chiefs offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They put Kelsey in motion. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down. That's a pickup of 18. And will set up a very manageable 2nd and 2.
2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. A run with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And in motion is Brown. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Lutz for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked.
To kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On second down, Mahomes. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Jones. Just about set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. He's going to test this secondary right away. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to third down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Third and 11. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. A tough spot here. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Michael Dixon.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. This returnable from inside is on 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
Right to the air, it's Mayfield. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. That's Cronus. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They send Evans in motion. The 2nd down throw from Mayfield. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and goal. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. Rolling to the left. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, you know, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. Oh, a loose football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He gets free to the 20. And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown Seahawks.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the outside, catch made by Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That's Otten, open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They have it, 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Mayfield. That is intercepted. And the Seahawks will have great field position right around midfield. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll go play action with Garner. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun run now with Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Second down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. And he'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 18
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Throwing is Baker. Looking for Egbuka. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. First and 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by Egbuka. And he's in. What a drop. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Lots of space past the 45. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Darnold to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is fourth down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. Not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he's not going to get there. They have stopped them short. It's a turnover on downs, and it comes as we hit the 2-minute warning. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. The Buccaneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Throwing is Mason. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. Mayfield to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Avuka. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 26-yard line.
Baker to throw. Escaping to his left. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. 1st down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Looking out of the gun, it's Darnold. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Second and 10. Here's Darnold. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Irving now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll find his running back, White. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Leonard Williams gets it for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield throwing up top for Evans. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Al right and catch made. That's Ibuka. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield throwing up top for Evans. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Darnold now to throw. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Gains an even 70 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Darnold to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving.
At the 20-yard line.
And it'll be second down. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. Out to his right. Taking off. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
They send Evans in motion. On second down, Baker. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. Third down coming up.
10 yards to go.
Here's Mayfield. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Down the field, it's Evans. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On first down is Mayfield. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. White. Touchdown! Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will get out in front 17-7.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Darnold to throw on first down. Showing off for footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8. From the 34-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
At the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. On the ground, it's Walker. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Irving now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw is Mayfield. Pass pulled in by Irving. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Get this complete right side to Otten. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. This looks like a design run, and he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. For any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They go with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They still have all 3 timeouts. So here we go with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts to the defense. Now, if there's one 1st down, it seals the deal. There is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. Now, Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
At the 32-yard line.
Another run here with White. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's White. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. Here's 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man, left side, he's got it. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down.
That's good for the Seahawks.
And they will spike it here with 6 seconds to play. Another try, 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He'll be forced outright. He'll tuck it and take off. And that's going to be intercepted. And it'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Yeah, you have to feel good, Mike, seeing Baker Mayfield back established as a franchise NFL quarterback. He had such a tough journey these last couple years, bouncing around multiple spots around the league. And then last year, down in Tampa, he has a chance to get them to the NFC Championship game just a few plays away. He continues to play up to his potential. This team's going to be tough to beat.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
180.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Baker. To the sideline, he's got Evans. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 30 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal.
20. Hurry. What's that?
Mayfield. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, He's got a chance not to have just success today. He has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
From 29, here's second down and 3. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
41, an 8-yard pickup. And the Commanders' first down.
Another run here for Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On play action, Daniels to the goal line and in. Harry Lawrence. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. But that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Baker to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Room to run at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
1st down, Commanders.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry.
Couple of explosive runs here to start the drive, and now you got to ask yourself, what's the counterpunch? I think as this defense continues to pack themselves in tight, this is a prime opportunity to try to take a big shot downfield.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Commanders.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Buccaneers 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Pass throws deep for Godwin.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
It's Riley Dixon coming on now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. The Commanders offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set! Gravity line!
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels down the field, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bucs offense about ready to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 133.
Now, Mayfield. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Mayfield. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
A gain of 27.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Running right up the gut, it's excellent. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is caught. What a throw. Terry McLaurin Washington. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead.
Commanders 21, Buccaneers 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Pass throws deep for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
So something they teach these defenders, especially in the secondary, Mike, is to trust your eyes. Don't panic. Don't overcommit until you see where that ball is being thrown. And it's a great example here. The defender just trusting those eyes, breaking on the ball, and he almost comes away with the pick.
They go play action with Mayfield. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Now Gay for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Buccaneers 7. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Irving now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Buccaneers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. That's caught outside by Cotton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 31.
On 2nd down, Baker. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
A lot of defenses will try to isolate the best receiver, Mike, and say, okay, we're going to take him out of the game. Well, I think in this case, we might see the offense do the exact same thing. They might take this one particular defender into pass coverage and say, we are not going to throw his way. He's already gotten me twice. I'm not going to let him get me again.
The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from the Superdome. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints led out by the rookie, Tyler Shough. Interesting story. Off injured in college, the third quarterback drafted out of Louisville with pick 40. Greg, he is now the QB for New Orleans.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and we're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
33-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check.
To throw is Shough. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
Still second down.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 72.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Second down, they need 3.
No.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, New Orleans.
First down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Off the play fake, here's Shough. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness. Early in the game, right out of the gate, make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield. And what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Now Shuck on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for another Saints. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Chuck. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Chuck quick to Olave. And he will score! Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Blake Krupe comes on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Seahawks nothing. Blake Krupe to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Krupe to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former star at Alabama. It's Jalen Milroe at quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
To the air, it's Milroe. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now Milroe facing third and long. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
To return, it's Shaheed. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Saints offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll look forward for a couple. Tariq Woolen brings them down.
Taken down at the 43.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Throwing on second down, shot. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Saints out on top. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's Cam Akers for the first time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, it's shot. Left side into the hands of Olave. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Chuck to throw on second down. His right side taken in by Cook. It'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
Another Saints first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
At the line of scrimmage.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Pace Hill. Touchdown Saints. On comes Blake Krupe for the PAT. His kick is good. Saints move out on top, 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Milrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Third and 11.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They send the tight end in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Here's Michael Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Saints offensive quarterback Tyler Shuck heading back out to the field. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Shuck. You look middle here, and there's Olave. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
On the play.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
And now, with that first down of the drive, now you can see they're going to get rolling into more traditional 2-minute offense as they try to end this half with some points.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Back at the 42.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but Really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
On second down, it's Shuck. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
3rd and 5. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion.
60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Shot 50, shot 50.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Milrow now off the bootleg. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Groupie now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
26.
in motion. Now Milrow on first down. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter.
Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Down to the knee goes the return man, and this will be a touchback. Well, Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
His pass.
A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards.
First down.
Look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at the space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
On the run to the right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Walker. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Darnold now to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
First down, Seattle.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
In motion is Barner. Now Darnold. That one taken in. Parkland Valdez Scantling. Touchdown Seattle.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score.
Makes the score Saints 21, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll run on first down with Kamara. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific
yards.
start to this drive.
That's good.
Gain of 23
Saints.
and a first down.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a
First and 10
drive started. A
at the
big play here
49-yard line.
in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To Taysom Hill.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down behind the line.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. His pass taken in by Shaheed. They get 15 on that game. First down, New Orleans.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here with Kamara. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Now shut. And he'll take it on in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Makes the score Saints 28, Seahawks 7. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Play action. Here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, it's Darnold. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Darnold. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Open, left side is Barnes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
It's 3rd and 4. Darnold to throw again. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To throw again is Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 43.
Here's Darnold again. Working with across the field. He holds it in. And he's down inside the 40-yard
It's a
line.
gain of 20.
First and 10 now from the 36. Darnold to the air once more. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Alontae Taylor.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Brings up second
Sometimes
down.
you run all those
At
big
the
bodies out there,
19-yard
you
line.
kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On play action, it's Chuck. That's deep for Olave. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
They'll take over.
So often it just comes down to decision-making, and while you understand there's going to be ups and downs and ebbs and flows anytime you're dealing with a young rookie quarterback, the reality is he wants to play well here at home. Maybe he's pressing a little bit, but he wants his fans at his home crowd to be behind him and support him. That's going to come. That's going to be all in due time. But here today, he's got to worry about just play well and execute at the quarterback position. Everything else will take care of itself.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal. Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Leads to second and goal.
Charbonnet, touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Myers now to add the PAT. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. This
Jason
one not
Myers
quite
to kick
over,
off
but
for
down a
Seattle.
couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. They'll give this to Kamara, running right. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Saints first down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Gibbs running right with Kamara. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. We'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he's going to have the Saints first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7-yard gain.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need to have it situations. Tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game. And he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Now a give running left with Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll drop to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. One final play. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So this one, a win for the Saints. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.